Welcome back. In the previous step, we implemented the delete to do. In this step and the subsequent steps, let's focus on update to dos. So we would want to add a feature to update a to do. How do we do that? Let's look at it in the next few steps. Let's get started with updating the UI in this specific step. Let's go to the list to dos component HTML and let's add a first button. Let's call this delete, and before the delete we would want to have the update, and over here I'll copy this td, exactly the same thing, but instead of delete to do, let's call it update to do, and button instead of warning success and update. Let's see how the screen looks. Cool. Now you have an update button and a delete button. It's up to you if you want to have the labels heading here, update and delete, but this UI looks relatively comfortable. Let's get started with implementing the update. Let's go to the list to dos component, and what we want to do is create something similar to this for the update. Oops, it should be update to, and over here console.log ticks update $ID. Cool. Typically what should happen when I click the update, we should go to the new screen. We'll implement that very soon after we check that our basics are right. I'll go to the console and I'll click update. You can see that it's update 1, update 2, update 3. What should I do on the update? Typically I should go to the next screen, right? I should go to the to do screen and I should be able to update the to do. So what do we need? If I want to create a new screen, what should I create? Think about it. Yep, I need to create a new component. Let's go ahead and do that. Ng generate component, and I'll call this to do because it would be allowing us to edit a to do, and later we'll also be using the same thing for creating a to do. So I'll call this component as just to do. Ng generate component to do. As usual, you would see that there would be 4 files created, 1 file being modified. The 4 files created are the CSS, HTML, and the TypeScript files, including the tests, and the app.module, app module, which is the root module, now also contains the to-do component. So that's basically the things which are added in. Now what we want to do is we would want to route to the to-do component. When user clicks update, we would want to send him to the to-do component. How do we do that? First of all, we need to define a route for the to-do. So how do we define a route for the to-do? Routing. It's been a long time since we touched this module because it's been a long time since we actually created a component. Let's get down to here. So I'll say path to-dos / ID. So which to do? So the path I am defining over here is to-dos / .id because I would want to have an ID which says which to do is being edited, and the component is to do component. I would want to activate the route guard service because I don't want anybody to be able to get to this URL without the route guard. Let's save this, and now let's go to the list to dos component.ts. Over here, what we want to do is we would want to route to that specific screen. How do we route to that specific screen? We need to use the router. Long time since we played with the router. So private router let's import this in. Let's put a comma here so that it compiles, and if you go to the top, router angular / router, that's the import which we have done. Dependency injection successful. Now I can use the router in here. So update to do, what do I need to do? This dot router dot navigate. To the navigate we can pass an array, and the first thing which we have in the array is the name of the route, to dos, and to this we would want to actually pass in a parameter. So to dos with a specific ID. Let's see what would happen right now. So I'll click update, and we are going to the to dos /1. Let's go to to dos again, and let's click update. So it's going to dos /2. If you click update here, it goes to dos /3. So our routing is working. However, you would need to still implement the to do page. In the next step, let's focus on the to-do page. Let's implement a form in here and get a beautiful view rendered. I'll see you in the next step. Until then, bye.